90 rupees per dollar mark. Let's see how did this happen and how will it impact you. So price of US dollar is basically determined based on the demand and supply of US dollar in India, and demand and supply is basically determined based on the net import and export of goods and services from India to outside the world. So India is actually a net importer of all the goods and services, which means that India imports more than what it exports. And one of the major things India imports is the crude oil. Do you know that amongst all of the crude oil being used in India, more than 90% of which is being imported from outside the country? Next major reason is the US interest rates. So Fed has kept their interest rate high for a longer period, due to which foreign investors are basically pulling out their money from emerging markets, including India, and taking back their dollars back to US, which in turn results in the higher demand of US dollar in India. So basically, when the demand is high for US dollars from higher imports than exports, and FIS taking money back to the US, higher demand than the supply of US dollars, which in turn makes the US dollar stronger and rupee weakens. Now let's see how will this impact you. So basically, when the price of US dollar is rising, you will have to pay more. So for example, now you have to pay 90 rupees for each of the dollar of purchase you make from outside the country. So for example, your fuel prices, your foreign trips, and your gadgets which are being imported from outside the country will become expensive. On the other hand, IT companies, which basically export their services, and other exporting companies will benefit from a weakening rupee and dollar strong. A lot more in the description below. Follow for more such finance tips.